What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today, and we're going to be doing a model review today. And it's kind of about planting season, and so we're going to take a look at my DB90 Exact Emerge corn planter by Speccast here. So this is a really nice corn planter. I really love it. You used to be able to get these when they were still making them for 55, 60 bucks or so. But since then, they've become very hard to find, and they're selling for like nearly 150 to $200 pretty much on third-party sites and other places. So we're going to be taking a look at it today. It's a pretty cool planter, so let's get on into it. So of course it's a 36-row planter. You have all of the individual row units here with very good detail. They are the Exact Emerge row unit. They made a couple different variations of this planter with different row units, but this is the Exact Emerge model. So we have our 2 sets of wings there, as well as our 6 rows on the back of the planter, since it's a DB series and not a narrow transport one. Our wheels here, we got 4 big wheels that they have little they raise and lower. Now when the whole weight of the planter is sitting on them, they don't really stay up the best, but when you have it unfolded and not all of the weight is on the main frame, it tends to stay up better. Or also, honestly, I kind of do this sometimes, you could just put like a little Lego brick in between the tires there, and it kind of holds up the main frame and looks like it's still in the air. So I, a lot of the times, end up doing that when I'm just displaying it, because you can barely even notice them in there and everything looks good. So we're going to go ahead and unfold the planter here. Also, on the front, this hitch here, it's got this little hydraulic cylinder that normally stays together, but I like to display it like that, and it doesn't really hold it up very well. So I just took a little nail and put it right in there, and so that kind of braces itself right there and kind of can hold the hitch up for me. Also, we do have the hitch pin here that comes standard on most Speccast equipment, so very nice hitch system throughout there. But let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. So we got 2 connection points on the wings there, so just lift those off of there and then spread them out, and the middle part retracts as the planter opens up. 90-foot planter, huge planter here. They did make a DB120 version though that was even bigger than that. So like I said, the main frame holds it up a little bit better, as long as you have like some of these wing wheels put up, which all the wing wheels do go up and down. So like if we do that, it puts a little bit less weight on the main frame and a little bit more on the wing wheels, and so it holds it up a little bit better throughout there as it is right now. So everything's looking pretty cool there. You got your hydraulic cylinders throughout there to fold in the planter. It doesn't want to stay up for us very well today, but it has in the past, and it does just fine. But yeah, kind of looking at the last little bit of the main frame here, we got the side parts here that have the John Deere logo. Camera doesn't want to focus on it though. And DB90, so you got those on there. As I'm kind of picking it up here, you do see that this planter has lots of flexing capabilities. You have the flexing like right off the main frame, as well as the last 6 rows, I think, also flex. So there's lots of flexibility to this planter here. Moving over to take a look at the markers, we do have a 3-piece construction of the markers. You have the small part right there with kind of the look of the hydraulic cylinder right there, which is really cool. And then this part that folds out, as well as the 3rd section that folds out there as well. You do have all these little like gauge wheels there too. This planter is really big, and so it doesn't work great to show off here, but you have the little gauge wheels there that are looking nice, as well as the end of the marker there. So you fold it out. That's half the length of this 90-foot planter, which is huge. Can't even fit it on camera. But that is pretty cool throughout there too. We do have a little bit of detail there with the vac system. I wish the hoses were a little bit more, like if they're gonna add the detail for the vac system. Man, the camera does not want to focus today. But I wish they would have maybe added a little bit more, since they kind of add some of that. They got that up there, but it is what it is. Like I said, all of these wheels go up and down. So you got full functionality there, as well as you got the little stands right here for the markers, the gauge wheel, the marker to sit on there. Now let's take a little bit more closer look at more of the main frame of this planter. Now I did accidentally bust off this light there, so I did super glue it on, and it doesn't look absolutely great, but you also don't really notice it too much. So, but we do have our big 50 bushel each boxes up here, I believe. Maybe they're 100. I don't know. There's some number. But we got the boxes there with the lid on top and the John Deere logo on the side, so everything's looking good throughout there. Let's turn the planter so we can look at the back a little bit more. There is the side lights there. We also do have the railings on the steps all the way throughout there, so that's looking pretty cool. You got down there, it says exact merge, because that's the row units that we're running on this one. Got a little bit more of the vac system on here on the back, as well as like a hitch, I believe, if you're like gonna hook up a fertilizer trailer or something. You also have the air compressor up here behind the tank for the pneumatic downforce on the row units here of the planter, and some other kind of tail lights and stuff. Lots of detail on this planter. I think this planter is really cool. The only downside, I think, is the squeaking when it rubs against the table, but like that, because that gets a little bit annoying. But overall, really nice planter. Sits nice. Very nice showpiece. Definitely a showpiece more than playing with it and stuff. But like I said, you can get these on your third-party sites. They do not make them anymore. There's just so much detail. You got like multiple pieces to the frame there, and more structural parts. Like you got all that structural looking parts there. I love that. It's just a very nice put together planter. Like I said, maybe the only thing, add a little bit more to the vac system there with the tubes, or maybe even a little bit of seed tubes. I mean, you kind of got like the look of seed tubes in there underneath the boxes, but maybe just a little bit more in that. I know it's kind of tough to do, but yeah, and maybe somehow trying to make the cylinders a little bit tighter for that to stay up a little bit better. Gosh, my camera is just terrible tonight. But yeah, overall really nice planter. We'll fold it up here. I'll show you. So the center part extends, and then so this one has the black latch on it, so we're gonna want to put this side on there first, just latch it on the center part, and then the other one can come in, latch this back one there first, and then this one goes on top. And in real life, technically this black piece, I'm pretty sure would like latch down, so they wouldn't come off. Yeah, I mean, also maybe the row units do stick out a little bit much, because there definitely is a lot of empty space in the middle of this here, but with the way the wheels sit, there's not too much room to work with to move it in any farther. But it's still a very nice planter. I loved the DB planters that Speccast made. See, I just pulled the nail out. It's just a little nail. I can put that back together if I really want to, because there's one that's down like that. But just with having it hooked up, being displayed, it puts a little too much force on it that it can't quite stand that. So the nail works in there pretty well, and does the job, just setting it right there. So the other DB series planters that Speccast did make, they did make a DB120 as well as a DB44. So this wasn't the only version, but it's the only version I have. And like I said, they made different row unit variations. This one's the exact merge. I think they made max merge 5 ones too. But this would be the high speed one, the one that you can go 10 mile an hour with. But if you guys enjoyed the video or like this planter, give the video a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. If you enjoy what I do here on the channel, you can support my work by becoming a channel member on the YouTube channel. But if you have any comments or questions about anything or the planter, you can leave those down in the comment section below. If you have any ideas what we should review next on the channel, you can also leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Hope everyone has a good planting season.